Welcome to the installation procedure for a Z6100PS under Windows XP. We're logged in, so we can see there is a Z6100PS available, but what we don't have on our system is a driver for the Z6100. So the first thing we'll do is we go to the HP website, hp.com, and then click on Support and Drivers. Click on Download Drivers and type in the product name Z6100PS. Click on Go. This will list the drivers. We will select the 16th version and we will look for Windows XP. If you have a different version, you choose the right one. We'll choose XP. And on that one we'll click on the driver link. We see 4 different drivers. First two are HPGL. We don't want those. We want a PostScript driver, and preferably we want just the driver itself, which is this one. So we click on this download. We will click on Save, and on the desktop we will create a new folder and we'll call that Z6100 XP. Open it and save our driver there. When it's finished downloading, you can click on Run. Click on Run again. And it will ask you for a folder. We will browse and choose the folder we just created on the desktop, the Z6100 XP, and unzip the folder there. Unzip the driver there. When that's done, we click OK and we'll close this one. So we got the driver now. Next thing we need to do is actually add the printer. So we'll go back to the CloudPrinters tab. We want to add this printer. So let's go to the Start page and Printers and Faxes. Simply double click on the Add Printer. Click on Next. It's going to be a local printer. I'll explain in a minute why. Next. Now the reason it's a local port, because a local printer, is that we can create a new port and we'll make it a standard TCP/IP port. Click on Next. Click on Next. Now we need a printer name or address. We can find these by looking at the CloudPrinters website. I'll just move it to the right a bit so we can see it. So the printer name or IP address is listed in this column. So for this printer it's an IP address, but for the top one we want to install, it's www.cloudprinters.net. So we'll type that in. Oops. .net. We'll click on Next. And it needs some more information about the port, so we'll click on Custom, click on Settings, and we see the port is listed as 9100, and we need to change that to the port number corresponding with the port in the list, which is 1124. So we'll just replace that with 1124 and click on OK. And click on Next, and click on Finish. Now we've already downloaded the driver, so we have a disk. So we click on Have Disk, and we browse to our desktop. Where we have the Z6100 XP driver. Select it, open it, and say OK. It will list 2 drivers, the 42-inch and the 60-inch. We're doing this for a 60-inch version, so we'll click that one and click on Next. Now I'm getting a warning that I can replace the existing driver. This is only because I've installed this driver before. So if you get this, you've installed it. It's okay, you can just replace the existing driver if you do. We'll rename it, so we'll give it a more logical name. Z6100PS photo cloud printer. We don't want it the default printer. We'll click on next. We don't want to print a test page yet. We'll click on next and we'll click on finish. The printer is actually ready for use now, but before we start printing we want to set up the printer so it always identifies us to CloudPrinters. So we'll click on the printers and we see the printer we just installed. What we do, we right click it and we go to its printing preferences. Now in that driver we have something a tab which is called features, and there you have a field which is called account ID. Now the account ID you received when you registered on CloudPrinters. If you don't have it anymore, give us a call or drop us an email and we'll return you your unique account ID number. I'll just type in a fake number here and say OK. Then I'm going to right click it again and go to its properties. If you click on the advanced, you will see a printing defaults, and then again you have a features tab with the account ID field, and you again type that unique ID you received there and click on OK. Now if you like, you can go to general and print a test page. What will happen then is that the print is being sent to CloudPrinters. It will be calculated, processed, and an email will be sent to you, and if you click on that link in the email you will see the preview of your Windows test page that will confirm that your connection is working and you're ready to start using CloudPrinters.